Hey everyone, and welcome to Roo Hammer's weekly NRL round review, where this week we're going to take a quick look at the results from NRL Magic Round that was played at Suncorp Stadium over the weekend. Before we get started, I invite you all to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to show your support for the content we create. Subscribing to the channel also puts you in the draw to win some exclusive Roo Hammer merch, like I'm rocking today. What do you got on there, mate? You're not wearing Roo Hammer today, mate. So click that subscribe button. So click that subscribe button now. Rob, Magic Round, how good was it? What an absolutely amazing weekend. Our third Magic Round co-hosting the Warriors fan event at Lord Alfred. How good was it?
Mate, it's fantastic. As you said, another awesome fan event. Each year just keeps getting bigger and better. Great to have so many supporters there, content creators, Warriors legends, Warriors staff. It was just a fantastic event. The Magic Round, overall is just like a rugby league carnival up here in Brisbane, and all 3 days were sold out, and just keeps getting bigger and better every year. It was absolutely fantastic weekend, as you said.
Yeah, it was.
Yes,
absolutely.
Well, let's take a look at some of the results over those 3 days. Magic Round, as we said, kicked off on Friday night, and with the Bulldogs and the Raiders. The Raiders 34, Rapana 2, Savage, Timoko, Young, and Croker tries. Croker 5 from 7 over the Bulldogs 30. Preston 2, Avarillo 2, and Burton 4 from 4. And the Raiders, they held off a fast-finishing Bulldogs side in a 64-point thriller to open Magic Round on Friday night, coming out 34-30 winners to secure their fourth win on the trot. Tries from Jordan Rapana early in each half helped the Raiders, while lock Corey Horsburgh put in another powerhouse performance. That included 174 run meters and 4 tackle breaks. And the Bulldogs have now lost all 4 of their Magic Round games since 2019 and are without a win, amazingly, at Suncorp since 2015.
Yeah, interesting. That was a great game of footy to kick off Magic Round, mate.
Very
love that game.
Yep.
It was very entertaining. The Raiders have really kind of hit a bit of a purple patch in form at the moment too. They've won 4 on the trot. Game 2, mate, saw the Sea Eagles up against the visiting Brisbane Broncos to Suncorp Stadium. They're the away team, the Broncos. So it's good that they, they had to travel to play the Sea Eagles.
Must have been so hard for them.
It must have been. Seabolt returning to the scene of the crime, basically. And it was the Broncos. The Broncos 32 over the Sea Eagles 6 for the Broncos. Tries to Cobbo 3, Walters, Arthurs and Farnworth tries. Reynolds 4 from 5 goals. Stags none from 1. And the Sea Eagles, their lone try went to Ben Trebojevic and Ruben Garrick with the 1 goal. Now, mate, after being beaten soundly by the Rabbitohs last week, the Broncos returned to form in style, running in 6 tries in a dominant display. Winger Selwyn Cobbo, he scored half of those tries himself and ran for 202 metres. The only blight for the Broncos being the loss of back row Kurt Capel to a failed HIA in that second half. In his return from suspension, Broncos prop Payne Haas, mate, put in another powerhouse performance with 193 run metres from 19 carries, despite only playing 59 minutes. A great performance from Payne Haas in that win.
He is an absolute machine. Cyberdyne Systems 101 T800, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Saturday, 6th of May, kicked off with our 1 NZ Warriors taking on the reigning 2-time premiers, the Penrith Panthers. Panthers 18. Edwards, To'o and Leniu tries. Cleary 3 from 4. Over our Warriors 6 with Fanua Blake with a try and Johnson 1 from 1. The Panthers, they returned to the winner's circle with a 18-6 triumph against the Warriors. It was a bruising encounter, and Nathan Cleary, he described that as the toughest he's had this season. Yep. And Warriors lost Ed Cozzy, second rower Jackson Ford, and Bunty Afoa to injuries during the match, and twice had to play with a man down in the sin bin in the game that wasn't decided until Spencer Leniu scored the 75th minute. So down to 12 men on the field, and with just 1 player on the bench, Warriors were unable to hold off Penrith, were unable to hold them out, and Leniu sealed the win when he crashed over 5 minutes before full time. We will talk more about that Wednesday night. So make sure that you join us then for our full review of not just this game, but the Magic Round experience.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, a lot to talk about with that game too. There was some contentious issues. There's been some stuff coming out in the media from across the ditch from the one NZ general manager or CEO. We'll discuss all of that on Wednesday night. Game 2 on Super Saturday at Magic Round saw another local team as the away team, with the Sharks taking on the Dolphins. And it was the Dolphins 36 over the Sharks 16 for the Dolphins. Valance Tafare scored 2 tries on debut. Katoa, WI Fido, Lemu Elu, and Nui tries. Esako 6 from 6 goals for the Sharks. Mulatalo, your mate Mulatalo, Pre-Jack Mulatalo, Kennedy, and Wilton tries. Hines 2 from 3 goals. But it was Wayne Bennett who unearthed a new star in his 900th premiership match as
Just
the Dolphins
the 900.
stunned. Yeah,
Yep.
the Dolphins stunned the Sharks 36-16. Bennett has waited 18 months to unleash Kiwi wrecking ball Valance Tafare, and he became the 183rd player to be given his debut by the Supercage. And he made an immediate impression in the game. Despite the absence of captain Jesse Bromwich, fellow prop Mark Nichols, halfback Sean O'Sullivan, and former Queensland Origin hero Brenko Lee, the Dolphins looked like being headed by the high-flying Sharks, but mate, it was all or nothing for the Dolphins, and they ran out convincing winners.
What a performance that was! I absolutely did not see that coming. That must be a Wayne Bennett special in his 900th. And
that was the performance. That was the performance of the round for me. The Dolphins are absolutely
the strongest performance statement win. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Game 3 on Saturday to end day 2 of Magic Round was the blockbuster. That was the Storm versus the Rabbits. The Rabbitohs 28, Johnston 2, Walker, Tass, and host tries. Mitchell 4 from 6. And the Storm 12, Smith and Garlic tries. Meany 2 from 2. Superstars Cody Walker and Latrell Mitchell, they dug deep into their bag of tricks. As the Rabbitohs, they outclassed the Storm 28-12 at Suncorp on the final game of Saturday and Magic Round. The Mercurial duo, they both laid on tries with grubber kicks as the Rabbitohs avenged a round 5 loss to Melbourne and climbed to second on the ladder in the process. And playing in his 200th game, Alex Johnston scored a rapid-fire double, taking him to 171 career tries, and the 46th time he has crossed for multiple tries in his career. Amazing.
That is amazing, isn't it? That like 46 times he's gone over at least twice in a game. That's When you look at guys that struggle to score. Well, Alex Twal struggled to score a try.
Paddy Carrigan,
yeah. It was a good win by the Rabbits. They're in a bit of a form patch at the moment, and I did tip them, I must say, to win the premiership this year. So they're doing me proud at the moment. Sunday kicked off with a battle for the spoon between the Tigers and the Dragons. How this wasn't the Channel 9 match of the round, I have no idea.
There is no spoon.
But the Tigers 18 over the Dragons 16 for the Tigers. It was Stafford David Nofaluma and Junior Tupu tries. Wakeham 3 from 4 goals for the Dragons. Sullivan a double. Ravalawa tries. Sullivan 2 from 3 goals. Mate, the West Tigers, they survived a last-minute Dragons miracle to record back-to-back wins for the first time in over 12 months. Tries to Stafford and David Nofaluma on the right edge set up a 14-10 halftime lead for the joint venture before a Junior Tupu effort got the side back in front with a quarter of the game remaining. A try-saving tackle led by Jareem Buller in his third match on Michaeli Ravalawa in the 79th minute fended off a late Dragons win in a thrilling finale. And you just have to think that if Moses Sully just gives that ball early rather than trying to go himself back on the inside, the Dragons score and the Dragons win. But
exactly.
I think they're on a 5-game losing streak at the moment now. And I think the 5 games they've lost have all been under 6 points. I think they've had 1 point, 2 point, 4 points, 6 points, 2 points, or something like that. So
6 points was the biggest loss.
Yeah,
that was a flat out butchered try at the end.
That was,
as he said, cutting back on the inside was the fatal mistake instead of holding his line, drawing and passing. But I guess that's what happens.
And you've got to think that Anthony Griffin's on the outer now. He's definitely going to be on the outer, isn't he?
He has to be. They kept cutting to him up in the box, and geez, he cut a sort of sorry figure up there.
Yeah.
Can't be. He's probably enjoying it about as much as Stacey did in his head coaching stint last year.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Game 2 played in horrendous conditions, and that was the Roosters taking on Toddy's Cowboys. And another upset. Cowboys 20. Cotter, Grzewski, and Townsend tries. Holmes 4 from 4. Out of the Roosters 6. And it was Crichton with a try and Suali'i with a goal. Both sides spent the opening 10 minutes fending off torrential rain and light hail. It really did come down just in that period there at Suncorp Stadium as the heavens opened up at kickoff. So North Queensland winger Murray Taulagi replicated his wizardry skills from last year's Magic round to help guide the Cowboys to a much-needed win over the Roosters. And Taulagi helped set up the Cowboys' third try of the afternoon with something out of nothing. Put the game beyond doubt with a double kick effort to send Chad Townsend over the line and set up an 18-0 lead. And the Roosters' loss was their first at Magic Round since 2019.
Yeah. Boo frickety hoo to the Roosters. They shouldn't have won last week. And anyway.
Poor
Magic
buggers.
Round. Yeah, poor buggers. Magic Round 2023, mate, came to an end with a very entertaining game between the Titans and the Eels. The Titans, 26 over the Eels, 24 for the Titans, 4-2, Khan Pereira 2, Kelly tries, Boyd 3 from 5 goals, and for the Eels it was Sevo with a hat-trick, Gutherson and Davey tries, Moses 1 from 4, Gutherson 1 from 1, and it was a first half double from Kieran Foran that helped the Gold Coast Titans to back-to-back wins for the first time this season. Nearly got a first-half treble. Khan Pereira opting to chip over the top rather than give it back on the inside to the old ageing legs of Foran.
He just looked at his knees, just looked at him and said, "Nah, I'll do you a favour here, mate."
Yeah, absolutely. Entering the week under an injury cloud, speaking of Foran, Foran's 2 tries in the space of as many minutes, his first career double in 8 years. Helped to set the platform for a quality first half from the Titans that they would see through to the end despite Parramatta's best efforts at a comeback. Micah Sevo, as I said, picking up a hat-trick of tries in a losing side. Good game, though. Entertaining game. Apparently, it's a record, too. The Titans have scored 26 points, exactly 26 points past 4 games in a row. And a side has only done that previously twice in the history of the NRL. Once was the Broncos, and I can't remember who the other one was. But,
It's not bad, though. You'd take that. If they say you're going to score 26 points each week, you're probably going to win more often than not.
They're 20. Well, they're 26. They've had 2 wins and 2 losses for their 26 points each week. So there you go. It's a 50-50 for them.
Yeah, very entertaining game, and I think if the Eels, Mitchell Moses had an off day with the boot, and if he'd landed a few more goals, and that would have had them right in it, if not winning it. But
absolutely,
good on the Titans. Good result for them.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. At the end of Magic Round, the ladder looks a bit like this. After 10 rounds, the Broncos are still 2 points clear of the field on top of the table. The Rabbits have moved into second, while the Panthers move up into third place. The Sharks drop to fourth, while the Dragons move up 4 places. Dragons, what am I saying? The Dolphins.
Yeah, what are you saying?
Move up. Yeah. The Dolphins, I should say, moving up 4 places back into the top 8 and into 5th spot. And the Storm, they drop 2 places to 6th, while the Titans moving into 7th spot and the Roosters dropping to 8th. The Raiders are the big movers moving into 9th on the back of their 4th consecutive win, ahead of the Sea Eagles, who have dropped 4 places down to 10th. And then 3 consecutive losses sees the Warriors drop out of the top 8 for the first time this season into 11th, while the Knights in 12th, the Eels on 13th, the Cowboys in 14th, the Bulldogs 15th, and the Dragons in 16th. And despite winning their past 2 games, the poor old Tigers, they remain in 17th and last on the ladder.
Yeah, poor old Tigers. Unfortunately, I think they'll remain there. They've got the Rabbits this week, so I can't see them pulling off a 3rd consecutive win. Although the Dragons and Tigers are tied on 6 points each, so they've both got a paw on that wooden spoon that no one wants. All right. Don't forget, this coming Wednesday, we'll be discussing our Magic Round event, the fan event that we had at the Lord Alfred Hotel, talking all about who was there, what happened, and we'll be reviewing the Warriors' heartbreaking and somewhat controversial loss to the Penrith Panthers. That's 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time. Please, if you're a fan of our content, make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our stream content. Other ways to show your support of us is to subscribe to our Patreon program. The links will be in the video description, or head to our Redbubble store and grab yourself some exclusive Roo Hammer merch. Plenty of designs honouring past legends of our club, current stars, as well as some great novelty prints, reliving some memorable moments. I'm wearing the hashtag bunker shirt tonight in honour of the shit calls that we got on the weekend. The link to our Redbubble store will be in the description below. That's it for this video, and we will see you all on Wednesday night.
Thanks, guys. See you then.